If talking about your feelings feels extremely cringe, if feeling them feels inconvenient, you have trained your nervous system to do exactly one thing: suppress. As a recovering overfunctioner, I totally get it. Other people's feelings and happiness can seem way more important. Whatever we're feeling inside our chest, inside our stomach, that might be telling us maybe say no. When that doesn't feel like a possibility, we can get into the habit of overriding that uncomfortable feeling. Suppression all the time is a biological tax. What ends up happening is we kill our own capacity for feeling and allowing our nervous system to have flexibility and emotional agility. What was really helpful for me when I was first learning how to heal from people pleasing and overfunctioning is naming the emotion, saying it out loud, not having so much shame around being anxious or having shame around feeling anger, not having so much shame around feeling like if I said it out loud, I would be burdening someone else with my emotion. When we keep ignoring the emotion, though, it's like the body's trying to send us messages, we're not receiving them. So it will try other ways until it finally can get the message through. This may be why you find that you don't address your anxiety, your irritability can build. If you don't address your anger, resentment, and that short fused feeling can start to build. Essentially, what we're practicing is vagal inflexibility. That then translates to reactivity because we're stuck in an autonomic loop. The message isn't getting received. The goal isn't to fix the feelings, but start to learn how to integrate them so that our nervous system doesn't go into fight or flight. Like, I don't know what to do with this. By naming it, by letting it become something that's kind of an everyday occurrence rather than something that we need to be scared of, we actually help our nervous system come back to homeostasis quicker. So something you can do when you start to feel that tightness in your chest is even just gently bring your fingers to your chest and feel that warmth of your fingers touching your chest. You might close the eyes and inhale, fully exhale. You can trace your fingers over your chest a few times, maybe trace your collarbone. And then name the feeling without identifying with it. So rather than saying, I am angry, it would sound like, this is anger. This helps us remember that feelings are temporary and they're messages meant to help us, not harm us. And just like we wouldn't take on the identity of a text message that was sent to us, we wouldn't take on the identity of I am angry. You can take this motion up to the sides of your neck, from just underneath your jaw, down your neck, down to the shoulders. You can breathe in and out softly through the nose. Or if the feeling feels really heavy, you can exhale with a shh sound. Using that shh to soothe the body, soothe the nervous system. And you might say, this is anxiety. And then you can move the fingers now to trace along your jaw, from just underneath your ear to the tip of your chin. You can go as slow as you like. You can use a bit of a firmer touch if you like. There really isn't a right or wrong way to do this because it's your body and you get to feel what feels best for you. You get to decide that. And you might say, this is grief. And then taking the fingers maybe to the temples or to the forehead, gentle stroking motions along the eyebrow, or even circular motions along the sides of the temple. Again, do what naturally comes to you. No right or wrong. Coming back to your breath. Either soft, slow inhales through the nose and exhales through the nose, or a shh sound through the mouth. Sometimes tracing your fingers along your thighs can feel very steadying, very soothing. Or running your fingers along one arm, sweeping slowly, sweeping gently, maybe down the other arm. Allowing this sensation to ground you back into the present. You are here while that feeling is fleeting. And that feeling might come back a few times, maybe many times throughout the day. But notice how it has its peaks and valleys. It might start small and then get really intense, but then eventually it starts to dip again. And if we can watch that temporary coming and going of the emotion, we can allow ourselves to not hold on to it so tightly. It's not precious. Okay, let's take one more deep breath in together. And full exhale out. Awesome. So remember, emotions are just data, just a text message that you would receive on your phone. And just like you wouldn't fight a text message, you might ignore it for a little bit. But eventually, you know that the text message can't hurt you. It's just some words on a screen. How we choose to apply meaning to it and how much meaning we put into it is what is going to cause either more of an emotional reaction in ourselves or less. You get to decide that. When you name the state that your body is in, you regain control of the system. Let's keep building more nervous system capacity together. Subscribe and I'll see you soon.